All right, Christian. So first lesson today went very well. We've got 4 chords, which is really good for a first lesson, and a couple of other little things too, like the little techniques, the little lead playing melody techniques that we're going to talk about, and a little bit on strumming as well. All right. So first of all, we'll just have a look at the chords that we got. So first one is E minor. Okay. So we've got first finger behind the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So remember now, this is the 1st string, this is the 6th, okay? So we're on the 5th here, or the A string. Remember I was saying, if you want to remember the name of the string in terms of the note that comes out of it when you don't hold it down, it's Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie. E-A-D-G-B-E, okay? So you've got first finger on the A string, 5th string, okay? Now normally, one of the things I was saying is that you always want to be right up to the fret, okay? Not on the fret, that's up too far. Just right up to it, okay? But you can, obviously, you're going to need to draw it back a little bit because your middle finger, 2nd finger, is going on the D string, 4th string, also on the 2nd fret. Okay, now with this one, now with most of the basic chords, you actually don't use the 6th string, okay? But this is one of the ones where you do, so... And always remember, play it one string at a time, and anytime you get something like that, just work your finger. Usually the problem is not squeezing it tight enough, okay? But it might be as well that your fingers aren't straight enough. So let's say if this happens, right, with E minor. All right, so that's the G string there. So we're not holding that down, but look closely here. This finger is kind of leaning back this way a little bit, so it's holding this one down, fine, but, so if I just straighten this up so that my fingers are coming straight down on the strings, let me show you that there. So not slanted down like that, coming straight down on the strings, then it'll get out of the way. There we go. And let's say you go down, and again, this is happening. Chances are you just need to lift this out a little bit to give that room to ring out, and there you go. Okay, so the first little thing we did then was go to A minor 7, right? So now that's that one there. Now the reason I go with A minor 7 instead of just playing A minor is because A minor 7 is easier, okay? So it's just from there, middle finger, from the E minor, middle finger stays where it is, and you pivot around first finger, 1st fret on the 2nd string, okay? But really, I'd say if you want to just go straight to A minor, that's probably a better option if you don't find it too hard. So that way you get your middle finger back a little bit to make room for your 3rd finger, ring finger, going in on this 2nd fret, 3rd string, G string. Now it's better if you can do this chord without the 6th string. Just start from the A string. Later on, what you can do is, once you get a good handle on this, is get your thumb up there and not hold it down like that, but just touch it, and that takes it out of there, so that way you don't have to avoid it with your right hand. Then G is next, and you'll have the diagrams for these anyway, okay? So we'll just go through them real quick. So 3rd fret, middle finger 3rd fret on the 6th string, 1st finger 2nd fret on the 5th string, 3rd finger 3rd fret on the 1st string. And of course, because we're holding down 6th string, we're going to use it. And then C is next. So C is a bit of a tough one. So, and it's really important with C. It's important with all of them, but particularly with C, that you're standing up straight, okay? So you can't be kind of slouched like that. It's got to be, fingers have to curve around and go right down, okay? So again, now it's important as well that you get this finger right up to the fret, because that'll make the reach, that 3 fret reach we have here, a little bit easier, okay? Okay, so that's the chords. Now, so what I want you to do is just go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. You could just take E minor and A minor and go back and forth between those two. Go from G to C. Okay. Or just get all 4 of them in a row and just do them. But the main thing is repetition. Do it over and over and over again, okay? So then we've got strumming. For now, just keep it 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you just go down on the ones that you count. It's all very regular. And this is how not to do it, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? You want to be moving the same way all the time, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. But you just skip some of them, right? So when I go down, 1, I come up, but I don't hit it. So I'm just skipping that one. 1, 2, 3, and. So that time I'm not skipping it, I'm hitting it on the way up as well. So as long as it's regular, as long as it's steady, that's all you need to know. So just keep it nice and steady, and then we'll talk about strum patterns a little bit more later on. Okay, finally, so I know this video is getting a bit long now, but real quick, the 3 techniques we learned. All I want you to do with those is mess about with them, okay? So pull-offs. Okay, just do whatever you like with them. Up here, down a bit. So that's the next one, slide. So the trick with a slide, remember, is keep the pressure on as you're dragging it up. So if you're not calloused yet on the fingertips, this should hurt a little bit, okay? If you're ever thinking, geez, is it meant to be this sore? Yeah, kind of. But you get used to it. You know, the skin hardens up pretty quick, so don't worry about that. But the thing is, your skin won't harden up unless it hurts a little bit at first, right? So you do have to put a bit of pressure on them, okay? But no big deal. Then hammer-ons is the third one. So you just open, start with an open string. You could fret it as well. Give yourself a good bit of space and come down hard on the string, hard and snappy. And the cool thing about those is, right, is you can string them together. So you can go pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on. Okay, so plenty to be getting on with there. But the main thing is just play. Play as much as you can, even if you don't feel like it, all right? And by God, you'll get good pretty quick doing it that way. All right, see you again.